All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back again with another YouTube video. So today I'm going to be talking about Jared the Lolcow Genesis. So if you guys don't know who he is, I would understand why you wouldn't. He's not a very popular person. He essentially has had a pretty long history on YouTube. He's gone by many names: Jared the Juggernaut, Jared Genesis, Jared Genesis Retro Gaming. He constantly makes and deletes YouTube channels because he essentially is just a massive troll on YouTube. And usually I don't really have issues with trolls, except for the ones that actually do a lot of harm to people and have actually done some really heinous things. So Jared the Genesis, for as long as YouTube has been made, has been getting criticized by commentary channels and other people criticizing, his cringe content, his opinions, which one of the opinions I highly disagree with, which is his opinions on dating minors. So I'm completely against that opinion. I think that's gross, and I think that's enabling for a lot of these weirdos on this platform. He has some other opinions too that I just disagree with. But today I'm going to be focusing specifically on what he's been doing recently, which is just completely heinous, and it's like it crosses a boundary that even like on YouTube you don't really cross. So Jared the Genesis is a big man child, and basically he's gone on a copyright spree. So recently he apparently got partnered with YouTube, which I guess allows you to copyright strike people's videos. And just the past couple days he's copyrighted over 50 videos, which is highly illegal. You can't abuse the copyright system, and that's a big unwritten rule on YouTube: is you don't abuse the copyright system, because it is very easy to abuse. And it's pretty much every YouTuber knows that you do not mess with that. That's a good way to get yourself canceled, because it just proves that you cannot take criticism and you are legally taking advantage of a broken system on YouTube. So this is obviously already a huge issue, because he already got another YouTube channel taken down. He gave 2 strikes to my friend Destructor, and he just hasn't stopped. And this is proven on his community tab, where he's constantly bragging about what he's doing, trying to make himself look like a hero to his brain dead fan base. And yeah, so obviously this is a huge issue, because at no point is any of this actually copyrighted. He clearly has an agenda to try to silence people, because he has a long history of doing nasty, awful things, and a lot of these channels bring that to light, and he doesn't want you to know that. He doesn't want you to know that. It's not about him feeling like you're using his content without his permission. He just straight up is abusing it, just straight up putting out false copyright strikes, which again, I don't mess with. I think that's I feel like at that point you need to get your channel terminated, because you clearly are abusing it. And according to YouTube, that is said for channel termination. And speaking of YouTube, YouTube has really done nothing so far. Me and a bunch of other creators have reached out to YouTube, and they give you the same bot response and all this stuff, and it's really depressing, because it's their platform, it's their copyright system that is being abused. And the fact that someone as small as Jared Genesis can cause so much destruction to a bunch of channels shows just how broken the system is. You know what I mean? And it's even worse because he now is doxing people. So basically, if he copyright strikes your channel, you get a copyright strike, and then you have an ability to counter copyright if you think it was a false strike. So what a lot of these content creators are doing is doing a counter copy strike, because they don't believe that it was a right call for him to do that. Which, when you do that, you have to fill out a form which gives the address, your name, your email, and your phone number. And what Jared Genesis is doing now is threatening people that if you counterclaim him, he's going to dox you. And this is obviously very illegal and a terrible move on his part. And all this evidence is right there, but for whatever reason, YouTube is doing nothing about it, which is absolutely crazy. We're actually getting people like my friend Destructor actually being doxxed at this point, getting their home address, phone numbers released, and he's threatening you not to counterclaim. Like, this guy cannot get any lower than scum. And I've covered a lot of scummy people on this platform, but not as much as this fucking Jared Genesis guy. Like, I can't stand this. Abusing the copyright system and then threatening to dox you if you try to counter-strike. Absolutely insane. Like, that just, it crosses a boundary that everyone knows on YouTube you do not cross. But what do you expect from a guy who supports EDP 445 and constantly ban evades with his stuff? You know what I mean? And then does this villain monologue. He made a whole video pretty much bragging about getting people like completely terminated and their channels taken down. And so it was finally my time for redemption. Bro, this isn't some fucking like Avengers like fucking movie. You're not some badass villain that people can relate to. You are a piece of shit who's abusing the copyright system. And I'm assuming he's going to get this video copyright striked, which I'm sure you're going to try. And of course, if I try to counter, he's going to attempt to dox me. So it's really up to YouTube to see all these strikes and take them off manually. because he's clearly proven multiple times that these strikes are not real. And especially in this video, I have used no footage with him. Not a single part of this entire video is going to be any footage of him, and he's still going to probably attempt to copyright strike me. So this is also a call to YouTube to try to get this person away from a position where they can abuse this system. And it's on you, YouTube. If you fucking partnered him, it is on you for creating this. You know, as much as of a piece of shit he is, he's abusing your platform. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's it. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.